Hi, my name is Kim and I'm so excited to start my YouTube channel finally. It's going to be a weight loss channel. I've been trying to lose weight for a while now. I know it's cliche, but I'm starting today, January 1st. Happy New Year. This is the year I'm going to finally lose 100 pounds, hopefully.
It has been 1 year since I started my weight loss journey. I think it was an accumulation of things that made me believe this was it. This was the year I'd do it. I had recently gotten a checkup and my doctor recommended the keto diet. She said I could eat eggs and bacon and cheese and all I had to give up was carbs and sugar. She said it was easy. January 1st was around the corner and I was tired of sitting at home with no confidence to get dressed up and go out, no confidence to meet someone or further my career. My unhappiness with my weight was holding me back. I always wanted a YouTube channel so I could share advice and help people. Everything was coming into play, and on January 1st, 2018, I decided that my story would not end here. I filmed myself on day 1 so I would have a before video, and then posted my first YouTube video 3 weeks later with my diet results. Nervous about the comments I'd get, I still posted it, and since then have been surprised by the kindness and support you all have given me. I knew I was losing this weight for me, but then I felt like I wanted to succeed for you too. That helped keep me motivated. It turned out that keto was easy. Sure, I'd think about carbs and sugar sometimes, but then I'd just cook something else that was just as tasty and part of my diet. Everything I ate had flavor for once. I was using fat like butter, mayo, oil, and cheese with no fear, something I'd never been able to do on other diets. Eventually, it didn't even feel like I was on a diet. I no longer craved sugar or carbs. I learned there were ways to eat substitutions for those things, like cauliflower rice or pizza. I learned about keto baking so I could make low-carb bread or desserts. I started to enjoy cooking and meal prepping, something I wasn't a fan of before. I was becoming this health and fitness person, and I couldn't believe how easy it was and how great I was feeling. The weight flew off at first, of course, and then it slowed down. I went through plateaus, but I never gave up. I knew this way of eating was my new lifestyle, and that if I tweaked some things, if I checked my macros, and if I worked out a little more, I would break the plateau. And I always did. It might take a month, but I'd always start losing weight again. Now that I know how my body can feel on a low-carb, no-sugar diet, I love it. I never feel bloated or sick or hungry. I don't have cravings or strong emotions to food anymore. I don't feel good when I eat a lot of carbs and sugar, so I know I won't go back to eating how I used to. Learning how to keep going through all the doubtful moments, the negative self-talk, the bad habits, and most of all, the passing of my dad to cancer this past year was tough. All I knew was that I couldn't give up. I made the commitment and I was going to stick to it. I think that's the most important thing I've learned in this journey, that life is never easy, that there's never going to be a perfect time to lose weight. Something will always happen to give you doubt. You can prepare your mindset for weight loss, but the true strength that keeps you going is developed throughout the journey itself. You gotta go through it. Spoiler alert, it's worth it. I definitely recommend the keto diet. There really is a low-carb option for almost anything you want to eat. I plan on eating this way forever. I may not always be strict keto, but I will always watch my carbs and sugar intake because I know they won't serve me well. It has been 1 year since I made my commitment. Today, January 1st, 2019, I weighed myself, and I'm so proud to announce that I have lost 90 pounds in 1 year. It might not be the 100 I was hoping for, but I'll take it. And I'm ready to keep going. Thank you all for coming along on this journey with me. If your weight is holding you back from something, Make the commitment that this will be your year to find your strength. If I could do it, so can you. See you guys next week. Bye.
What's going on, everybody? Tom here with Keto Lifestyle, and welcome to today's video. Today is actually a very exciting video because it is the end of this year's summer shredding series, because the summer shredding contest is over today. Now, I have been doing this for, been 88 days. It hasn't been a full 90 because I was in Ireland and came back a little bit late. But regardless, in 88 days, guys, you've seen the updates, but let's see what the total I have lost is. So we're gonna roll the weigh-in clip right now.
I am not one to give second chances. You only got one life, take advantage. No, I will not sit by, I demand it. You cannot stop my drive, I command it. I just wanna make it right. I always put up a fight. I will never lose my sight. I know I need you by my side. I have nothing else to hide. I've got it wrong and got it right. I've told the truth, I've told some lies. I live some days, then others die. If I want it, then I'll get it somehow. Want it, then I'll get it, no doubt. Cause I will never let me down. No, I will never let me down.
So as you guys just saw, that is 204.2. So that is a full 28 pounds in 88 days, which for me, I think that is awesome. I was able to lose weight consistency. If you look at my physique, things have changed a lot. I went through and showed you guys there kind of how the physique has changed through the 88 days. But I think the biggest thing for me was that this was a very, very strict period. Now, I've been doing this for several years now, but staying very, very strict for effectively 90 days is something that I haven't really done. Because I kind of, about once a month, would let myself have a treat just to kind of keep me sane. But I didn't do that really too much this cut. There were a couple times where I went on vacation and maybe had a little bit, but I stayed pretty much as strict as I possibly could for the effectively 90 days. And that's the result. So I'm really excited, and am I where I want to be yet? Not 100%, but I'm far from where I was. So I'm going to put up a picture up right now of me at my biggest versus me at the end of this cut. And as you guys can see, that is a huge difference. So yes, it was only, 28 pounds in 90 days, but that added to what I've lost so far puts me at almost 120 pounds down from my largest, and that is awesome to me. Now, believe it or not, I actually hit 204.8 last week, which is why I didn't release a video on this Monday, because I think this would have been a little anticlimactic if I already hit my goal a week early. But hey, I'm 0.8 pounds under my goal, and that is fantastic. I actually wasn't sure if I'd be able to hit 205. I knew 210 was attainable, but I wasn't sure about 205, and we made it happen. Now, going forward, I actually want to get a little bit leaner, because I'm looking at myself, and I still see places where I want to lean out and kind of become very, very shredded in a way, just as much muscle exposure as possible, as thin of skin as possible. Then I can start bulking. So the way I'm looking at this, and this is probably what's going to happen going forward, is I have a vacation planned middle of July, so like July 14th I think I leave. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from now until then, maybe not quite as strict. I think tonight I'm actually going to have a little bit. I'm thinking about sushi. I know, guys, it's bad, but haven't had any carbs, and I want some clean carbs, and I love sushi. So I think I'm going to go out for sushi tonight, and then I'm going to stay really strict on things until basically I leave for that trip. When I come back, I'm hoping to start bulking. That'll be mid or late July. Now, the reason being is I'm going to Sturgis in August, and that's going to be just a week and a half, 2 weeks on a motorcycle, eating whatever I can find. So I know I'm going to be screwed there. So I think that's going to be the start of the bulk, pretty much Sturgis. And then I'm going to keep trying to put on muscle through effectively January or so, and then try to cut it all off again next year and see if I can come out with a better physique than I have this year. Again, guys, I went from being morbidly obese, so though I may not have a ton of muscle mass right now, it's coming. I know I lost some in the weight loss process, but the good news is my lifts haven't changed all that much, so I don't think that I've lost that much muscle, even over the two and a half years that I've been following a ketogenic diet. I think I did okay, actually, in terms of muscle loss. That being said, I want to get bigger, I want to get stronger, and it drives me nuts not being able to see those numbers move, which is why I'm so excited for this bulk, because honestly, my bench has been pretty much the same within 10 pounds for the last 8 months. And although a bench press isn't like the biggest tell of strength, it's something that I really want to improve. I want to improve my big three, my bench, squat, deadlift. And believe it or not, my squat and deadlift have been doing just fine. It's just the bench that's been struggling. So I'm really excited for, to come back from that trip and actually start being able to put on muscle mass again. Now what's next for this channel? Well, you guys know lately I've been putting out 3 videos a week when I can. I've been doing basically this series, a cooking video, and I've also been doing kind of a keto for beginner series or a keto informational video. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to promising 2 videos a week. It's probably going to be Monday and Friday, and one of them is going to be a cooking video and one of them is going to be an informational video. Now in between there, I'm going to scatter in a recipe or 2. So what I'm thinking about doing is, it'll probably still be 3 videos a week, but things at work have been crazy and I'm working on some awesome stuff for keto lifestyle, like a repository for all the recipes that you guys can search. Maybe it's a website, maybe it's not, you'll have to hang out and see, but that's been taking up a lot of time and a lot of energy, so I want to not, I don't want to lie to you guys, I want to fulfill my promises. So doing 3 videos a week at the current moment is going to be a little bit hard, so I'm going to promise 2, and then hopefully we'll still get 3 out. So that's kind of the game plan here going forward. Now this is the kind of closing video for the series, so I just want to kind of recap here. I'm just going to run a video of a still frame of me in kind of the same position every week from the beginning. So here it goes. Now as you guys can see, there have been little changes every week that amounted to a big change. I'm really happy. This is the first time in my life I've ever actually been able to see my abs, but I really appreciate you guys following me and following this series. If you have not subscribed yet, go and hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and I think it gets more exposure to this channel and the ketogenic diet as a whole. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that's great. If you like the video, leave it a like. If you have any questions or comments for me, leave them in the comment sections. In fact, if you have any video suggestions, leave them down there as well. With that guys, I'm going to close out the video. So I will see you in the next one.
How's it going? So today's video is going to be a fun little video. So today's going to be a 1-year weight loss update video, or 1-year anniversary. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I've been doing the keto diet for a year. Now I did the keto diet strictly for 6 months, and then I stepped into modified keto. So modified keto for me, guys, is just basically eating 50 grams of carbs instead of 20 grams of carbs on regular keto. So I'm still eating a keto mindset, but I'm just doing 50 grams of carbs a day. So basically with doing that, I've still been able to lose weight, which is kind of crazy. So when I first started the diet, I was 210.8 pounds, and today I'm 157.2 pounds. So I've lost 53 pounds roughly. Now I have this great scale that I picked up from Walmart, so I'll actually insert it in here for you guys. So when I weighed myself today, with this scale, it kind of breaks everything down. So it does like your weight, it does your body weight, body weight, it does your BMI, and it also does your fat percentage. So I felt like this scale was pretty good. I read some reviews on it before I purchased it at Walmart. So my body fat right now is about 24%, and my BMI is 29. Now with the BMI thing, I'm not really somebody that's crazy over BMI, because BMI, 90% of the population is considered overweight. So if you're under 26 BMI, you're not overweight, you're kind of healthy. But me, I'm overweight. I think 30 and above is considered obese or something like. I don't even know what it is, but I really don't follow those things because everyone is different. Everyone has different shapes. Everyone has different forms of body and stuff like that. So I really don't feel like the BMI is that accurate, but I do like this scale though. It really gives you a breakdown of like your percentage and stuff like that. And I bought it at Walmart for about like $20-something, so it was really inexpensive. So I actually insert that down below for you guys if you guys want to go ahead and purchase that scale. It's a really good scale. So I'll go ahead and weigh myself. I don't weigh myself every single day. I weigh myself about like every 2 weeks just to kind of make sure that I'm okay. I do not like seeing myself go down too much because my goal when I first started this diet was only to lose 30 pounds and I exceeded that. So my weight right now is perfect. My goal weight was 180, and then when I started seeing myself going down further, I told myself I was going to stop at 160 pounds, but obviously I'm dipping down to the 150. So honestly and truly, this is probably like the really push mellow part right here. I'm going to kind of make this an equilibrium type of situation, like this is it for me, but the keto diet is a lifestyle for me. So that's one thing that people don't understand. Some people do the keto diet as a crash diet. They want to do it to lose weight for quick events, and it works. It does. You can lose the weight and, you know, it'll be off, but the problem with that is you're going to do it quick like that, you're going to gain the weight right back. Now, someone did ask me a really good question. They told me that they watched another YouTuber's video and the other YouTuber said that they did this diet and they gained the weight right back. Now, from my experience, I've done this diet for a year. So I was consistently keto-ish, under 20 grams for 6 months. Now, I feel that if you're consistent on this diet from 6 months to a year, your metabolism changes. I don't care what anybody says. Listen, I'm not a dietitian, I'm a nurse, but listen, I'm telling you guys right now, if you stay on this diet consistently from 6 months to a year, your metabolism is going to change and your body's going to be able to metabolize the food you have. So the food's gonna go in and it's gonna go out. Now with me, because I'm a modified keto at this point, because I want to make this a lifestyle, I eat 50 grams of carbs a day. So I'm a label reader. If I go grocery shopping, it doesn't matter where I go, where I'm buying stuff at, I make sure I read labels. I need to know how much carbs are in this. I need to know the breakdown of everything. I'm not someone that drinks juice. I don't drink juice. I only drink seltzer water. I drink maybe like a Diet Coke here and there, and I drink a lot of water. So I really don't worry about losing carbs off of soft drinks, because if you're gonna have soft drinks, you're gonna kill the carbs right then and there. So when I'm on a 50-gram modified keto type of carb situation, I usually like to have like maybe like some quinoa, a cup of quinoa. I'll have maybe like a cup of rice or something like that, or I'll have like a slice of toast with my like a sandwich with toast. But I always make sure I have one carb that's 50 grams, or make sure I stay within the 50 grams. So I'm not exceeding 50 grams, I stay within 50 grams, and that way I can maintain my weight. Obviously, my goal weight was, when I first started this diet, was 180, and I'm still dipping down right now, but you know, doing the 50 grams, I might even go to 70 grams just to kind of balance me out so that I'm not losing weight. But honestly and truly, this is a lifestyle for me. I feel like I'm happy. And this is the thing, I'm happy with this diet. I have no issues with it at all. I honestly feel like it takes this is not honestly feel, this is true facts. It takes 28 days to build a habit, guys. 28 days. Why do you guys think you guys see all these 28-day meal plans and stuff? It takes 28 days to build a habit. If you can do this diet for a month, I guarantee you guys will be successful. My older sister, I told you guys that she kind of went through a huge weight loss in the beginning of last year as well too, but she wasn't doing the keto diet. So recently I wanted to test it out with both of my sisters, so I had both of my sisters try the diet out. Let me tell you guys, my older sister dropped so much weight. She is very close to my size now. She was a little bit heavier than me when I first started, and we are both almost the same size now. It's crazy. We look like twins now. It's like ridiculously crazy. We are almost the same size. And my younger sister, who's always been the skinniest one in the family, she's like, this is crazy. You guys are becoming like way too skinny right now. Like, so it's really crazy. My sister's the type of person, she loves rice. She eats rice with everything. She has to have rice with this, rice with that. And let me tell you guys, when she started this diet in the beginning, she was like, oh man, I don't think I could do this. I need like a scoop of rice. I can't do this. After she started seeing the results and she was consistent with it, she was like, you know what? I don't even need the rice anymore. I don't need any of that stuff. She's found methods, and like she has like great little recipes that I want to share with you guys. She's actually taking this diet and turning it into something that she loves. And that's the thing about this diet. You can either do this diet and hate it, or do this diet and love it. And if you do this diet and you love it, it can turn into a lifestyle. Like, I'm honestly and truly telling you guys, I have no issues doing this for the rest of my life. It's a great diet. Like I said, once you've lost the weight and you feel like you're okay and you don't want to go back, you never want to backtrack, you can just go ahead and increase the carbs to like 50 grams or increase the carbs to 70 grams just to make sure that you're balancing yourself out, so that therefore you're not gaining weight and you're not losing weight. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist. I found this diet by recommendation. Someone told me by word of mouth, and I went and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I'm from Haiti. You guys know that I'm not from Haiti. My parents are Haitian, so it's really hard when you come from an island background and every single meal you eat is with rice. Every single thing we ate was with rice. So I really had to find ways to kind of pull off of that. I know people hate cauliflower rice, but I was able to like make cauliflower rice, kind of make it like a little Haitian style cauliflower rice or whatever. So I found ways to make things tasty. And that's the thing. Nobody's telling you guys on this diet to eat boring food. And I said this in the last update video I did. This is the thing. I feel like people think that on these diets you're only supposed to put salt, maybe like a little salt, a little pepper on it, and that's it. No, I'm putting garlic powder. I'm putting onion powder. I'm putting seasonings on my food. Okay, I like my food spicy. If I'm gonna have something, I'm gonna make it spicy and flavorful. For me, I might be different from other people, but if the food tastes good to me, I'm gonna eat it. Like, if it's good, it's flavorful, it's cooked well, it's nice, I'm gonna eat it. And that's the thing about this diet. Nobody's telling you not to flavor the food. Flavor the food to your liking and enjoy the food. That's what it is. Now, you don't necessarily have to eat rice and stuff like that. And there are great substitutes that I recently started seeing. My sister started using those noodles, I forgot the name, I'll put it in the video for you guys, and she started making some type of like a Haitian spaghetti with hot dogs. If you guys know what I mean, leave your comments down below. She found this cool way of making like a Haitian style spaghetti with like the onions, peppers, hot dogs in it, and then just putting the noodles in it. Now these noodles are very funny when it comes to cooking, but I will actually leave the noodles down below or in this video so you can see them. But once you learn how to cook these noodles, and you can just take these noodles and make recipes. So that's very, very good recipes. And I believe the noodles cost about like $2 or $1 at the grocery store, so it's very inexpensive. So we've been kind of formulating like little recipes and stuff, and you know, it's very fun. Now, in the beginning I did this diet by myself, but now since I'm doing the modified style of this diet and my sisters are kind of joining in with it, I kind of feel more happy because I have like companions, like I have people that are actually doing it with me and they're happy. We're all happy. We love this diet. And I'm really happy that I actually did this diet, guys. So along with the diet, guys, you guys know I did the waist training with the J-Scope. So in the beginning of this diet, I purchased the J-Scope. I believe it was like in February of last year. Now I bought the J-Scope early because I was going to start this diet, like dieting. I didn't know whether I was going to do the keto diet, but I knew I was going to start a diet. So when I first started off this diet, I started with the size extra large belt from the J-Scope. Let me tell you guys, I'm being completely honest with you guys. If I didn't get this product, I'm telling you, my body would not be the way it is. And I know some of you guys are like, how the hell does she have a waist like that and still has like a butt and stuff like that? I'm telling you guys, the J-Scope has put me exactly where I need to be. I'm telling you guys. So I started with the J-Scope or the size extra large. I'm currently with the medium, but I'm moving down to a size small. So I started with an extra large. I started at an extra large and I'm on my way to a size small. I wear this waist trainer, and the thing about it, when I was wearing this waist trainer, I'd wear this waist trainer to work. So I'd work 8 hours or 12-hour shifts. So I'd wear the waist trainer the entire day. I'm telling you guys, I wear this waist trainer every single day for the 8 to 12 hours. And that's one of the common questions that I always get asked. How often do you wear it? I wear it because I'm a nurse. I wear it from 8 hours to 12 hours a day. And that's the truth. And I don't take it off. It's a little bit annoying in the beginning when you first put it on. It can be really tight, you know, be really hard to put on. But once you consistently wear it, you're going to forget that it's even there. Sometimes I didn't even remember that the item was on me. I put my scrubs on top and put the J-Scope underneath and just go about my business. And my back posture be good. You know, I'll be up and ready to do my work. Look, my boobs popping out. I'll be up, my posture be back, and I'll be able to do my work and stuff like that. So it definitely helped me, you know, help my posture up, help my back, you know, slim me out on the sides and my waist. When I first started off, I was at 33, my waist was like about a 33. Now I'm 26, so I did lose a lot of inch. Guys, I'm telling you. So it's funny that I'm saying this because my friends and family have all purchased the same product as well with their own money, which I did as well too. I was not sponsored by the J-Scope until maybe 6 months into my weight loss. So I'm telling you guys, this is a product I bought with my own money. They did not sponsor my videos until I started, you know, doing my weight loss videos, and they started realizing, oh shit, what? Yes. I purchased this product with my own money. This was not sponsored in the beginning. I saw a review from someone else on YouTube. Her results were slamming. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I gotta get that. And once I got it, just like that, I'm telling you guys, the keto diet with the waist training, killer. That body will be sick. So my sisters and my friends have all gone out and purchased them. They're all wearing them all the time and they love it. They love the way the results are coming out. They love how mixing keto with waist training has caused their body to transform. And I'm telling you guys, I get asked that question all the time. Like, how do you still have curves? How do you still have a butt? That's just what it is. I honestly and truly feel like I lose weight. I lost a lot of weight in my stomach, which is kind of crazy. But with the compression of the waist trainer, a lot of my weight came from my stomach. I got some weight that came off of my legs and my arms as well too. My arms aren't too flabby. I do have like a little bit of flab in my arms, but I am working that out. Obviously, if you guys watch my workout video. So I do work out my arms and my legs are pretty good. They're pretty solid, honestly. But I lost a lot of weight in my stomach. A lot of weight in my stomach. And obviously, if you guys saw my my pre-op video for my skin surgery that I'm having in the next few weeks, I am a lot of skin. Like, I lost a lot of fat. The keto diet has taken a lot of my fat out. So my stomach is pretty much flat, but it's just a really droopy from the skin. So I'm telling you guys, 100% of the way, this diet is the way to go. It'll honestly and truly change your life. My entire life has changed in a year. And I'm so happy I went through with this. I'm so happy, and I don't plan on going back. This has been the best journey ever. And I'm so happy that I was able to share it with you guys. And all the support and love I've gotten from you guys has been amazing. And I want to say thank you so much. And I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm going to do some modified keto videos for you guys, what I eat in a day. Because I think that some of you guys who have been on the diet for a while, who want to kind of step into, safely step into 50 grams of carbs, you might want, a little bit of, reassurance or some videos that will help you out with that. So I'm going to do some what I eat in a day videos, 50 grams or modified keto style. So yeah. So I'm really excited, guys. I'm so happy that I made it past this year. Very, very happy about that. And yeah. So guys, I will leave all the information down below. Don't forget, guys, to check the cards for my weight loss playlist so you guys can actually watch all those videos and see where I started and kind of see where I'm at right now. So guys, do not forget to thumbs up this video, leave your comments down below, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family people. And I will catch you guys in a later one. Bye.
Now, any of my older subscribers know that I don't put any content on my channel without backing it up scientifically. Around 40 days back, I took up a diet called the ketogenic diet. 40 days back, I looked like this. 2 weeks after that, I looked like this. This is a picture from a shoot I did recently. Now, I used to be like this guy. Arey bro, you're doing a keto diet or what? You want to lose all your muscles or what? You want to get cancer or what? There's a lot of myths and misconceptions that are going around when it comes to the ketogenic diet. As with anything fitness related, if you want to understand it better, you gotta science the shit out of it. Okay, before we start this video, vegetarians of India, I'm really sorry, but this particular diet is just not meant for you. All the vegetarian protein sources in India have some amount of carbohydrates. That's why for vegetarians, it's super difficult to execute this diet properly. So basically, a keto diet is a super low carb diet. And by super low carb, I mean really super low carb. There's a serious threshold if you want to execute the ketogenic diet well. Now, some studies say that a ketogenic diet is basically staying below 50 grams of carbs. But from my own experience, the only time I actually did a ketogenic diet was when I stayed below 20 grams of carbs. Now, I've met so many people who think they're on a ketogenic diet when really they're just on a low carb diet. In an actual keto diet, you gotta account for every single thing you're eating. When I was doing the keto diet, I used to count even the pods of garlic that I was adding to my food. And I've seen people who do keto diets where they eat fruit and they eat junk food. It's not like that. You have to eat homemade food during a ketogenic diet, and ideally, it should be made by you. You should be in control of what you're eating, and you should make sure you stay below 20 grams. Remember, the golden rule when it comes to ketosis is you need to stay below 20 grams of overall carbs for the day, and you gotta make sure that all the carbs you're having, you're getting barely any sugar from that. That's why we even avoid things like onions, tomatoes, bell peppers, anything that has a slightly high sugar content. You can't do it if you wanna undergo ketosis. Okay, but when it comes to food items, we'll cover that later in the video. First, you need to understand the exact science of what happens in a ketogenic diet. Okay, the first thing you need to understand is that your body's favorite energy source is carbohydrates. Your body breaks down carbohydrates into glucose and stores that glucose as glycogen in your muscles. Okay, so in a ketogenic diet, we're cutting off this fuel source. So we're cutting off all the carbohydrates first, and there's no glucose for your body to derive from the carbohydrates. So then it turns to the glycogen in your muscles. And eventually, once the glycogen runs out, this is where ketosis starts. Okay, what happens next is that there's a lot of biochemistry that goes on, but you don't need to know all that. All you need to know is that your body starts breaking down its own fat stores and converting them to something called ketone bodies. So these ketone bodies are basically tiny fuel tanks that do the same job as basic glucose that you get from carbohydrates. So all those people who tell you, oh dude, how does your brain work on keto? Well, actually 1 gram of ketone bodies gives you more energy than 1 gram of glucose. So keep that in mind. This diet is the most effective fat burning diet in the world. It changes the environment in your body and it makes your body utilize fat for energy. So eventually even the dietary fat, the fat that you're eating, can be utilized for energy just the way you were utilizing rice and roti for energy earlier. But it's not all magical. There are a few downsides to ketosis. If you want to burn fat, remember, even during ketosis, you need to be in a caloric deficit. The next downside is that your strength will definitely go down. Remember, as with any cutting diet, here you're losing weight. When you lose weight, you'll definitely lose some strength. The next downside is that you can't expect to build much muscle mass while following a ketogenic diet. Remember, it's primarily a fat burning diet that's meant for someone who's bulked up and is looking to get cut, or someone who's just trying to cut fat in general. So it's the ideal diet for those bulky bros and anyone who's just looking for general fat loss. Okay, and the last downside to keto, the keto flu. This is actually the reason the ketogenic diet has such a bad name. But trust me, I've gone through the keto flu myself and it's not that bad. It's not an actual cold that you'll get, but you feel kind of nauseous or you get a headache and you just feel a little bit fatigued. But keep in mind, this is happening because your body's draining your muscles of glycogen. So you can actually reduce the duration of the keto flu if you work out. So if you work out, the glycogen in your muscle runs out fast and you enter ketosis faster. But if you don't work out, the keto flu might last for around 4 or 5 days, but even then it's not that bad. You can definitely handle it. Okay, now coming to all the food items you're allowed to have during ketosis. Any non-veg that should ideally be home cooked. So any red meat, chicken, eggs, fish, any of that. And what's great about ketosis is that you're allowed to have a lot of fat from a lot of fat sources. So any oil, ghee, coconut oil, butter, animal fat, anything that will basically make your food tastier, you're allowed to have. Okay, and finally coming to the most important aspect of ketosis, in my opinion, you have to have vegetables and you need to be super selective about the vegetables. Remember, you can't have everything. So I'll give you a quick list of what you can have. Anything leafy, so that's spinach, cabbage, iceberg lettuce, normal lettuce, red cabbage, broccoli works really well, zucchini works really well. But with all the other vegetables, including carrots, beetroot, and almost everything that I've not mentioned, they're all a little bit dangerous to have during ketosis. So if you want to execute ketosis well, these are the vegetables you need to stick to. Now remember, you're allowed to have 20 grams of carbs and no more. So you got to make sure that in those 20 grams, you fit in all those vegetables and nothing else ideally. Yeah, vegetables are that important. It'll prevent you from being constipated from all that meat. It'll give you all your nutrition and it'll just keep you healthy overall, which according to me is the main reason you should be attempting a ketogenic diet in the first place. Okay, so that's what you can eat, but keep in mind there's a bunch of food items that people think you can have on ketosis, which you really shouldn't be having. On the top of every list is cheese. Remember, processed cheese has a lot of carbs and it'll put you out of ketosis almost immediately. Secondly, paneer. Any milk product generally has some amount of carbohydrates. So if you want to take ketosis to the next level, I'd even advise you to completely avoid dairy during ketosis. Third, nuts. Now I know nuts are a super healthy fat source and all that, but with all that fat, you're also getting a substantial amount of carbohydrates. If you want to execute keto well, keep your nut intake super low. Also, peanut butter. For some reason, everyone thinks you can have peanut butter during ketosis. Remember, the way to go during keto is don't have anything processed. Okay, now very important concept to note, there are two kinds of ketogenic diets. The first is for bodybuilders who are trying to cut down from being bulked up, who are just trying to burn fat and conserve muscle. The second is the textbook ketogenic diet, which is meant for the average person who's just looking to burn fat. So this is what the textbook ketogenic diet looks like. Your entire calories for the day, which should be below maintenance, should be split like this. You need 60 to 70% from fat. You need 5% from carbs, no more, and the remaining you need to get from protein. So if you split your calories this way, you'll end up burning fat very rapidly. But the textbook ketogenic diet doesn't apply to me, and it won't apply to you if you're a gymmer. If you gym and you've already built a substantial amount of muscle mass and then you want to get leaner, your main friend again is your protein goal. Watch my video on protein requirements to calculate your own. So during a ketogenic diet, if you're looking to burn fat, you just need to hit about 80% of your protein goal and get your remaining calories from fat, and that'll do the trick for you. Eventually, after being on ketosis for a while, you'll see that your appetite decreases, and then you can even afford to reduce your protein intake and you'll still keep burning fat, and more importantly, you'll be conserving strength and muscle. Okay, and the final concept you need to know when it comes to ketosis is the concept of refeed days or carb up days. So every 10 to 14 days, you'll have to take up a refeed day where you can afford to go up to 400 or 500 grams of carbs in a day. Now, you got to make sure that none of these carbs come from sugar. So even on these days, you have to give up sugar. If you're keen on doing ketosis, but you have a sweet tooth at the same time, I highly recommend you check out my BB40 challenge video. After watching it, you'll know why I've recommended it. So basically the guideline is just go and have a cheat meal where you avoid sugar, but you can have rice or you can have a burger made of bread, anything like that, and you can go up to 400 grams of carbs. That's a lot, but only once every 10 to 14 days, no lesser than that. Okay, so that's all you need to know about the ketogenic diet for now. But I want to end this video by saying that if you're not going to do this diet for at least a month, don't even take it up. That's because initially in the first 2-3 weeks, the results are super rapid, and then a lot of people are tempted to give up. So what happens is once you do it for 2 weeks, you lose a lot of weight, including all that glycogen from your muscles and all your water weight. And then the moment you go off ketosis, you'll put on that weight again by eating normal food. So unless you're going to do it for a prolonged period, a minimum of 30 days, don't take it up. Hey guys, so that was the video for today. Now you gotta keep in mind that a ketogenic diet can be done for a maximum of 3 months, no longer than that. Now in those 3 months, the diet will be super beneficial for your health. So all these people who tell you things like it'll cause cancer and all, don't believe them unless they've backed it up with scientific research. Either way, if you want a closer look at the food that I ate during my ketogenic diet, make sure you check out my keto recipes playlist. All these were my go-to food recipes when following the ketogenic diet. So if you want to follow my personal fitness journey, those are my handles and that's my Facebook page. Remember, throughout my ketogenic diet experience, I tracked my entire journey on those handles. So make sure you give me a follow.
This is my journey of losing 60 pounds after the birth of my third baby. I was sick my entire pregnancy. It was really hard because every morning I was throwing up and it made it really difficult to eat the right foods, and I found really all I could do was eat carbs to feel better. Clara was born beautiful and healthy, and we were all so excited to welcome our second daughter, third baby, into our family. My C-section went really well. I felt great. I was up walking around within a day. We were excited to bring Clara home, and I got out and started walking right away. Even though technically I really wasn't supposed to, I just felt trapped in my body. I literally just felt like this is not me and I can't believe this happened to me. So it was just kind of like a feeling like I just want to make a change. So I did a little bit of slow things like walking, and I decided to stick to and begin the ketogenic lifestyle. And so what I did was I started with 20 net carbs a day, and I had a bunch of fat coffee and really high fat nutritious foods My milk supply was great throughout this time. I didn't have any issues with milk. I was basically following my body's lead. But none of my clothes fit me, and I just didn't really feel myself still. And I was ready for this next chapter of my life. So I took these before photos and I was like devastated. I couldn't believe really that I let myself get to this point. Even though it felt like it was out of my control because I was so sick with my pregnancy, I still just felt that kind of pain, like that I did this to myself and I kind of let myself down. It's all worth it in the end, having beautiful babies and everything. And I knew I would get this off. But this first day when I was given the clear to work out, I was 4 weeks postpartum, and it was really difficult getting back into lifting weights and specifically cardio. So I took it slow on that end. It felt like the weight that I had gained just wouldn't really budge. Like I expected this, but it just kind of felt like it stuck to me. Finally, I started seeing progress with my consistency. I was following the 20 to 30 net carbs a day and working out regularly, not every day yet at this point. I was kind of building up to that point. I didn't work out at all throughout my pregnancy, so I was in terrible shape when I started really committing and focusing on fitness, but one day at a time, and I knew I would progressively get better. I never cheated on the keto lifestyle because I really wanted to make this into a lifestyle that I could stick to long term, not a short term diet or quick fix. So I stayed focused on eating the right foods and taking care of my body to get back to where I really feel my most comfortable. So every day I focused on trying to do 20 to 30 minutes of exercise and just focused on getting better than the day before. The scale started moving, but it was not a straight line down. It had a way of going up and going down and going up, but I knew this from my previous experience of reaching my goals, so I was very patient with myself, and every time I saw it go down, I took a picture because it was just kind of motivating myself that I am making progress and it is moving in the right direction. I started seeing changes in the mirror, and it started feeling really great that things are actually moving and I'm reaching my goals. Clara really is an amazing baby. She was so easy and just made the whole experience that much simpler, whereas my other two little ones, they were very intense as babies, especially the little boy. I stayed on track even over holidays, which is the hardest time for most people, so I was really proud of myself for achieving that. every day I started feeling better and better in my clothes and the things that I was wearing, and I actually wanted to go shopping again, which felt really good, especially after being pregnant and then going through the whole changes of my body. This is my last baby, so this time around I am fully committed to getting into the best shape of my life and just taking this time to really transform into what I want for myself, doing this for me and no one else. I started waking up early and doing my workouts in the morning. It worked out well because Clara dropped some of her night feeding, so even though she was still waking up at night, I was able to get up and I had the energy to work out early in the morning and spend time with them. I really started noticing my fitness level improving and it felt great. Finally, I was really enjoying working out every day. I look forward to it. It's no longer something I have to do, but working out really became something I want to do. My speed improved, my stamina improved, and as that happened, I started doing more intense workouts, and it really did develop and build my confidence. The scale started slowing down right around 164, but even though that happened, I still was noticing huge changes in my body. So I knew that my muscle mass was making a shift. So I was building more muscle and I was losing more fat. Even though the scale's not showing it, I could definitely see a difference in my body and the way I felt. And so I started not really looking towards the scale for progress anymore, but just based on how I feel and how I feel in the clothes that I'm wearing. It took me about 4 months to get the majority of the fat lost, and then from there, it's basically toning and building upon the muscle and firming up areas. So the majority of the weight lost was in the first part of my journey, and then I really just focused in on making sure I'm lifting weights every day and that I'm staying focused on my nutrition and I'm staying on track. Once I basically met my goal, I started, introducing more things in, like the occasional cleaner cheat meal, which basically is just eating ketogenically, but then having a little bit higher carbs every now and then. I really started noticing my stomach getting smaller, shrinking, and my clothes started getting baggier. I introduced a little bit more fruits, but berries only, and I continued to stay committed to the ketogenic lifestyle, and it really stopped being and feeling like a diet and just felt like this is the way I eat and this is how I feel my best. And so it really didn't feel like I was deprived at all throughout this entire journey. I feel really great. I have so much energy. I feel alive. I just feel good for the first time in a long, long time. My fitness level has improved so much just within the first 6 months of getting back to working out regularly. I feel like my body really made that shift, and I've built some great muscle, and my lung capacity is increased. I can go longer with cardio, and I don't need to take as many breaks. I just feel really good. So where I came from and where I am now is like night and day. I have no issue sleeping. I feel really good. My mood is amazing. I'm looking forward to the future, and this is just the beginning. Like, this is the start of something incredible, and I'm so excited about what's to come and the future of just taking care of myself and improving my fitness level and improving my body and just feeling better for myself in my own skin. And so this transformation really is just the start of what's to come for me in my life, and I'm so thankful for everyone that's a part of this journey alongside me.